games released in 1 week that are kind of controversial and kind of topical, and a lot of people have a lot of hate for them and a lot of distaste for them. But this one I can defend to the utmost. The Division. I freaking love it. I'm hooked. I can acknowledge its problems, and some people are not gonna like this game. It's just not for them. But I am having such a fucking great time. I kind of understood and appreciated some elements of Destiny, which some people do really like and are hooked, and I kind of was jealous. The people that ran raids in Destiny every night with their friends and had a lot of fun. I understood it and I appreciated it, I just didn't like Destiny. Thankfully, The Division kind of takes that and spins it, and people say, don't compare it, they're different. They're not in some ways. The looting, the story, the mission structure is very similar, and it just works for me. It's like elements that I really like. It's a third-person cover-based shooter set in New York City, and it's post-apocalyptic, and it's really fucking cool. I gotta say, guys, and I said this when I talked about the beta, that's why I'm gonna keep this video a little short. This is one of the best recreations of New York City I've ever seen in a video game. As someone who goes to New York City on a weekly basis, who lives right outside the city, I can tell you that this game, while it's not perfectly 1-to-1 to scale, this game nails the feel more than any game I've ever played in New York City. And I don't know, I think that's saying something, and I think the game should be commended for that alone. It's just got, but the game itself just has good RPG stuff, the base building stuff, which is kind of base building light, but that also affects your leveling up and your skills. I really like the way that system works. The weapon upgrades, the loot for the gear, the customization, the cosmetic stuff, all of that works really great. I just enjoy all of it, and I like playing it, and it kind of gives me a sense of reward and progression, and I'm working towards something. I like being able to run missions over and over again with friends on a harder difficulty to get better loot. I love that you can walk up to these missions and do matchmaking and find people to play with before you do it. I will say that though, playing this game alone is a little bit boring. There's a lot of just running from A to B. It gets a little dry, but when you're playing with friends, it is so much fun. This is where The Division operates at its best. Matchmaking isn't always great. Sometimes I'll do random matchmaking to do like a raid mission with someone, and it'll put me on the other side of the map. It's a little screwy sometimes. And while the shooting gameplay is good, it's solid, I think it leaves a little bit to be desired. I'd like a little bit more of a slower pace, more tactics. You know, there's not much stealth, there's no crouching, there's no jump button. It's very light and simple, but it works. The shooting is good, it feels responsive, it's loud, it's violent, and ultimately it's enjoyable. I really like a lot of things this game does, including what Destiny didn't do, reward exploration. I love just kind of roaming the streets, finding random interior locations, breaking into apartment buildings, looking for like a cool new gun or a hat or something. That's something I never think I would do in a game like this, but I'm totally hooked. I don't know how long this game is gonna last me. Maybe I'm gonna fizzle out on it soon, but I am glad and I'm very happy I spent $60. I'm definitely getting my money's worth because I put a ton of hours into this game already. But like I said in the beginning of this video, this game is not gonna be for everyone. Number one, if you're playing alone, you might get bored. Number two, it's very repetitive. It's very grindy. If you're used to it with something like Destiny, maybe you'll enjoy this. I know I scare some of you guys away when I bring up Destiny, but you know, gotta do what you gotta do. Like I said though, I'm keeping this one short because I did make a video about the beta where I went really in depth. If you did play the beta, there's not too many surprises here with the full game, and that's good and bad, I guess. But I do want to know what you guys think of Destiny. But I do want to know what you guys think about The Division in the comments. Let's talk about this. I have a lot of questions. Are you guys digging it as much as me? Am I fucking crazy? I kind of feel like I'm crazy. I don't know. I see a lot of people hating on this game. You know, people make fun of me for playing it so much, but hey, you know what? You like, you play what you want to play, and you don't worry about anybody else. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, you guys know I really appreciate liking this video, sharing it with your friends. You guys are the best. But you know the deal. As always, I'm Jake Baldino. You can like me on Facebook, you can yell at me on Twitter, and you can subscribe because video games.